Hello, and welcome to MSPCFO's training video on the onboarding process. The purpose of this video is to give you a brief overview of the setup that is required before you begin using the reports. We call this the onboarding process. You or someone from your company will go through this process after subscribing to MSPCFO. The onboarding process is crucial to do correctly to ensure that the reports align with how you conduct your business. So, for the onboarding process, by the time you're watching this video, your data has already been imported into MSPCFO from ConnectWise, and we've set up some basic information about your company in the system. The onboarding process is a series of phone meetings to get your company oriented to the system. And the first onboarding call has three main goals. The first is to discuss some of the settings that we've defined in the lookup tables for your company. The settings and the information in the lookup directly impact how the data is handled in MSPCFO and reported for your company to best reflect how you conduct your business. The second goal is to give the company one or more logins for individual employees who will be using the system, and finally to show you some of the key reports that MSPCFO delivers. Of course, follow-up calls can always be scheduled for more in-depth training, and as you'll see later on, we have other training tools as well. So let's take a look at the lookup table. I'll just review some of the most important areas. Agreements. All of your company agreements are in MSPCFO and must be assigned to the corresponding type of agreement, whether it be FFA, fixed fee agreements, which is an agreement that can include labor, licenses and subscriptions, which are product-only agreements. These do not include labor as part of them. Project or T&M, which is time and material, also known as break-fix. The billing cycles. Here's where you define the number of periods included in each of your billing cycles, whether they be monthly, quarterly, annual, and/or non-recurring. We want to be sure we're amortizing your revenue properly. The configuration list is used to assign nodes, which are workstation equivalents. We use this to gauge how much you're managing for any particular client. Internal clients. Every time record has a company name on it. When someone does work for the MSP itself or takes administrative time, there's a company name. We just need to know the company names that are used to capture this internal time. Members. Here we enter and define each member and check for bots. A bot is an RMM tool that creates time records. We want to make sure that bots are marked so that MSPCFO can exclude those hours from the calculations. Member licenses. If members have different license types, you define that here, and then specify if you want any member license type to be excluded from the company time records. For example, we would exclude client licenses for members who are client employees, whose hours are tracked through ConnectWise. Options. Each MSP runs their business with predefined criteria and goals. MSPCFO allows you to customize your financial planning to your own needs. The options table allows filters to be set throughout the reports, as well as overrides for some of the basic rules. Now, since these changes have global effects to the system, it's best to discuss any changes to this table with your MSPCFO contact. Products. We're looking for product categories that are not labor, but are products that you bought and are reselling. They could be physical or cloud-based products. Note, though, that this applies only to non-agreement invoices. This table also allows you to enter cost of goods percentage for each product type, where there is no product cost or zero product cost from ConnectWise. Projects is a lookup table that shows which client each project is assigned to. And you can see information including start and end dates, last date worked, invoiced labor, shadow billable, and efficiency, and you can edit the discount percentage for any project. Going down to team roles, this is where you define team roles and which should be handled as a service lead. And finally, work types. This is where you define how work types are handled for internal clients, as defined on the internal clients, and for external clients, which are all non-internal clients. We can identify sales, internal technical work, etc. Now, once you've reviewed all of the settings in the lookup, you can move on to the payroll tab. And the final table that may be discussed during the onboarding process is the wage history table. When payroll cost information is available from ConnectWise, MSPCFO can use these numbers. If you don't provide cost information for members in ConnectWise, or if you would like to override the values, you can change or add them in MSPCFO here in the wage history table. Now that concludes the brief overview of the onboarding process. If you want to get some more detailed information, you can refer to the documentation section. And under the Getting Started, you will find more in-depth information about setting up the lookup tables here. Once you've completed the onboarding process, you're ready to begin looking at reports in real time. I hope this video was helpful, and please refer to our reports overview video to get a glimpse of all the different reports that MSPCFO has to offer. Thank you very much and welcome to MSPCFO.